people in the courtroom were in tears as they listened to a recording of the phone call between the two sisters, according to reporters. And joining us now from outside the courthouse in Boise, Idaho, is law and crime correspondent Gigi McKelvey and the director of the Netflix documentary Sins of Our Mother, all about the Lori Vallow case, Skye Borgman. Good to have you both. Gigi, I want to start with you. You were in the courtroom when this recording was played. What was that like?
It was gut-wrenching. I mean, the emotion that you could hear coming out of Summer's voice, just everybody was affected by it. And Lori even was crying at times when that call was being played. But it definitely was a profound moment in that courtroom in what I think so far in this case, one of the bigger moments. And
why was she on the stand? What was she there to testify to, besides obviously being able to then play this tape of this phone call this was taken and recorded when Lori had been arrested after they found the children's bodies, and all phone calls are recorded and visits are recorded in the jail.
Yeah, so they also asked her a few questions about when Lori's religious beliefs started changing. She had never really heard Lori talk about multiple probations or things like that prior to 2018, but that kind of seems to be the common year where people who knew her well started seeing that shift in her beliefs from maybe being a little out there to being really radical.
Yeah, at some point, Summer said, none of us believed that, what Alex and Lori believed. Alex is their younger brother who is now dead. And they both believed in multiple personalities and past lives, and that there was a light dark scale that you could assess people on. Skye, we've heard through testimony that Lori's brother Alex would do anything for her. In your documentary, you covered the fact that Alex suffered a brain injury in a car accident as a teenager and never fully recovered. And you have a clip of him in your Netflix documentary. Let's take a look at that very quickly.
You ever had something that you knew was the right thing to do, but it turns out that later on it was a felony? This is a true story. I found out that my ex-brother-in-law was a pedophile, so I took a stun gun and I discharged it right in his and I did. And in Texas, that's a felony. I'm thinking, maybe I'll get a handshake or a parade or something. I got probation.
You really delve, Skye, into the relationship between Alex and Lori. What can you tell us about it?
I mean, they were very close, even beyond a normal brother and sister relationship, I would say. They depended on each other greatly. It got to the point definitely where, from all accounts, Alex would do just about anything for Lori. And so that's what, comes into question about what really happened to Tylee and JJ. And we may find out in the trial, we may not, but I definitely think that Alex was part of that. I know that he was very, very, very indebted to her. He felt like he needed to protect her. He felt like he would do anything for her. And even in a phone call that we were able to get for the documentary, he says he worries that he's a henchman, and he tells that to his then wife. So
right. He was afraid that he was being set up for the fall, according to his wife at the very end. Because we know, Gigi, right, that it's Alex's cell phone that is right where the children's bodies were found. And the day that Tammy, Chad Daybell's dead wife, who was also murdered, his cell phone is the common denominator, right?
It really is. It seems like that's been what has pointed them at least to where the kids' bodies were, and then after some more investigation, it just made sense that's where they might be, of all places. That was the last place I think any of us thought we would find those kids. But yeah, his cell phone, they had all these burner phones, but what they didn't know is every time they logged into their Google accounts on these burner phones, it tracked every movement. So it wasn't hard for law enforcement eventually to put two and two together and say, whoa, the day after the kids were last seen, he's on Chad's property,
right,
which is very odd. Didn't happen very much. So that was kind of what started the unraveling for finding the kids' bodies and Chad being arrested finally, too, in June of 2020.
And Skye, just 10 seconds left, but do you think, based on all your investigating, that Alex would kill at Lori's order?
I think he would.
You think he would?
I absolutely think he would. I think there's a religious component for sure, that they both felt that it was for a higher meaning, but I do think that Alex would kill his sister.
Wow. All right. Gigi McKelvey, Skye Borgman, and you can watch Skye's documentary, Sins of Our Mother, on Netflix. I've watched it. It's extraordinary.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.